I go by the name of Selfish Society. Hypothetically, I just won $10 million through the lottery. I'm going to tell you how I would spend it. Now, this is going to be a multi-part series. Each episode will have a category on what I'll be spending my money on. This episode will be focused on vehicles, which will probably be my most expensive episode of the series. Starting off, I will name all the cars I've owned, and then go over all the cars I want. From there, I'll eliminate cars that I don't need, and instead I'll select ones that I want and also serve me a purpose. I have always loved cars, and it started at a young age. It began with Hot Wheels, Lego car sets, and the city car rug, racing video games, car movies, and so on. At the age of 9, I started making stop-motion Hot Wheels videos, and the car addiction has never stopped. The vehicle on the screen now was supposed to be my first car. A 1967 three-door Suburban with a medium blue paint job. It was in pretty decent condition, little to no rust, torn up bench seats, but an easy fix-up. I didn't see the potential that rig had when I was 15. I was blind with anger due to my dad trading in our dirt bikes for the Suburban. After I had disappointed my father by saying I didn't like the vehicle, he ended up selling it, and now that I look back at that time, I regret it because it would have been a fun project to work on with my father. Instead of a classic vehicle, I ended up getting stuck with This vehicle was given to me when my grandmother was declining in health and could no longer drive. This was my 2000 Nissan Maxima in the lovely shade of diarrhea green. It was a great first car. Near the end of my time with it, it had turned into a bucking Bronco. Each time I hit any sort of bump, I would be bouncing for at least 10 seconds. I had gotten sick of that and ended up getting a car loan. With the car loan, I had bought a 2013 RT Durango Blacktop Edition with a red line paint. Unfortunately, several months ago, my car was stolen and I'm still without a car. Now, let's look at some cars that I wish I could afford, but unfortunately, I'm dead broke. I like the 5th generation Toyota 4Runner TRD Pro because of its stylish, aggressive look, its off-road capability, and plenty of space for your friends, family, or cargo, and it's a very reliable vehicle. Another Toyota on this list is a vehicle that I've been wanting for a very long time. A Gen 7 Toyota Celica GTS with a manual transmission. I've been penny pinching so I could afford one of these. They look sporty, they're affordable, they're very reliable with a decent fuel economy, and they've got a lot of customization options. I am also wanting to do a YouTube upgrade series on this. I like the 4th generation Cadillac Escalades for their menacing presence, especially if they're murdered out. It makes it appear as if there is a person of high interest inside the vehicle. For example, it could be former President George Walker Bush scarfing down hot dogs, and you would never know. Anyways, the 2nd and 3rd generation CTS-V is on this list for a couple of reasons. Supercharged, 640 horsepower, 6.2 liter V8 engine capable of 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. Do I have to say more? A wild Ferrari in its natural habitat. Wait, that is no Ferrari. What's that automobile? It's a C8 Corvette. This is one of 3 cars I want as a project car. I want to get an old muscle car and restore it or resto mod it. I'd love to restore a vehicle with my father and end up gifting it to him, but will it still have split custody of the car? The reason why I want this freaking Camaro is because it's got the SS, meaning Selfish Society, on the front. The 68 69, and 70 Charger is the vehicle that made me fall in love with cars. Cars from the 60s and 70s are among my favorite vehicles. Hopefully someday I can get a chance to drive one around, even if it's for a single day. Maybe once we hit 100,000 followers, I'll buy one for business expenses, you know? I don't even have to say anything about this vehicle, just look at it. I can only imagine how awesome it would be to be in the driver's seat driving down some open road. It would be painfully addicting. This thing is an absolute monster. I absolutely need this for my adventures. I want one of these because I would use it to get around my property, and I would have an absolute blast doing so. Now that I've listed the cars I would like to have in my collection, we need to eliminate some cars off the list, because as of right now we are sitting at an estimated price point of $680,000. That price could be more or less depending on the deals I get on the cars. So for my daily, I would choose the Toyota Celica. My work vehicle would be the TRX. My project car would be the 69 Charger, or a good alternative is the Plymouth Cuda. And for sports cars, I would want to choose a C8 Corvette. For my property vehicle, I would be getting the Can-Am Maverick. The new total comes up to roughly $300,000. In the comments, please go ahead and tell me what 5 cars you would get. I hope you all have enjoyed my first video. My links to my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, Cashapp, PayPal, and Venmo are in the description if you are interested. I had put a lot of work into this and spent a good amount of time doing research. I may be wrong on some of the details of the vehicles, but I had done my best. I'm just one person on this project, and I'm pretty proud of what has came out. I really wish I would have had more time to work on this video. I am attempting to release 2 videos a month. I wish I could do more, but I am working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So with time, we shall see what I can afford to do with this channel. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like, and comment. Also hit that bell for notifications on my next post.